You don't like coffee?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at 10 Easter eggs, references, and little details that you may have missed in Season 2, Episode 3 of The Last of Us, The Path.
You little thief!
I was definitely, probably gonna give it back.
The Last of the Walking Dead.
9 more miles.
9 more.
One of the most iconic visuals in the zombie medium was unleashed on Halloween night 2010. That's when The Walking Dead premiered on AMC, and we got that beautiful shot of Rick trotting down the freeway on his horse. He passes a number of ruined cars, all heading in one direction, before glancing upon the ruined city of Atlanta before him. It's a very famous shot, and it was even used in the promotional material for the first season. The Last of Us pays homage to this scene in Episode 3, with Ellie and Dina passing by numerous ruined cars on their horse, all of them heading in one direction, before glancing upon the ruined city of Seattle before them.
Pretty.
Plus, no one's shooting at us.
A fellow Detroiter.
You want a beer? Get them for Marshall.
We learn a bit more about Gail in Episode 3. For example, we learn that she is a big baseball fan, attending Jackson's T-ball game, in the outfield, with a cooler of beer. She also owned season tickets for the Tigers, an MLB team that, as she rightfully points out, really sucked in 2003, finishing 5th in the AL Central with a record of 43 wins, 119 losses.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Hell yeah. I had Tiger season tickets. This actually isn't that far off from the 03 squad.
What might be even more interesting is that this gives Gail a slight connection to Tess. The Tigers are from Detroit, which means Gail is from Detroit. And as Joel tells Ellie in Season 1, Tess is also from Detroit. We doubt anything will come from this, but it's a fun little connection nonetheless.
Where are you from?
Texas,
What about Tess?
Detroit. It's in Michigan.
I go to school, I know where Detroit is.
The Arboretum.
Understand what we're giving you now. Keep you far, far safer than a hammer. Distance.
From home.
From war.
We see a hiking trail outside of Seattle on 2 different occasions. The first is when the whistling cult walks through and gets slaughtered by the wolves. Ellie and Dina then trek through the same path and come across the dead cult members.
He was running away.
What's that symbol?
I don't know, I've never seen it before.
We don't really know where exactly this is, but we do see a signpost pointing towards the Arboretum. This is likely a reference to the Washington Park Arboretum, a botanical garden on the east side of Seattle just off the shore of Lake Washington. It's a nice little nod to the locals of the area. Snowqualami?
So, what's your plan?
Go to Seattle and kill Abby.
What route? Northwest?
Rather than heading in a generally northwest direction, Dina has the rather smart idea to study a map. While planning their trip, she mentions passing through Snowqualami, which elicits a reaction from Ellie.
We'll follow the Snake River Canyon, then break off through the Snoqualmie Pass.
Snoqualami?
Yeah, Snoqualmie.
This reaction might be a fun reference for TV lovers, who likely had the same bemused reaction as Ellie. That's because Snoqualmi was famously used as a shooting location for David Lynch's Twin Peaks, a seminal supernatural mystery show from the early 90s. We later see Ellie and Dina stop by a waterfall while trekking west, which looks very similar to the waterfall scene in the opening credits of Twin Peaks.
Diane, 11:30 a.m., February 24th. Entering the town of Twin Peaks. It's 5 miles south of the Canadian border, 12 miles west of the state line. Never seen so many trees in my life.
Joel's Coffee.
Ellie. Buried our dead 10 miles south of town. If you want to visit them.
I'm gonna run away to Seattle.
The show is very quick to move on from the death of Joel, which somewhat mirrors Ellie's intentional choice to mask her grief. But we do get a beautifully shot scene of Ellie visiting his grave, and she leaves him behind some coffee beans. Some may be watching that and thinking, what the heck is that about? The answer lies in episode 4 of the first season. Joel makes some coffee in a percolator, much to the consternation of Ellie. Joel later drinks this coffee in a thermos, prompting Ellie to ask if that was what Starbucks sold back in the day. So while she may not be a fan, it's nice to see her honoring Joel's love of the yummy drink.
Is that seriously what those Starbucks in the QZ used to sell?
Well, theirs was a lot fresher than what Bill saved up, but yeah, this is what they sold.
Ellies Nirvana poster.
I went to the hospital. When they let you out?
30 minutes ago?
There's something incredibly sad about going back to an empty house, knowing that its occupant will never return. Unfortunately, that's exactly what Ellie has to do, and she stumbles into her own unused bedroom. This room is packed with Easter eggs, including the poster seen hanging above her bed. This smiley face with the crossed-out eyes is an iconic symbol of Nirvana, which is clearly one of Ellie's favorite bands. Nirvana also came from Seattle, which is obviously playing an important role this season. Finally, Ellie can be heard listening to Nirvana in episode 1. The song is Love Buzz, Nirvana's very first single and the 5th track on their debut album, Bleach.
Coming.
The Dino Hat.
Joel, look.
That is a hat on a dinosaur.
Going back to Ellie's bedroom, we briefly see a safari hat on the dresser. It's very easy to miss, and even if you do see it, you might be questioning why Ellie even has it. Well, this is a reference to a cute segment in the video game. In a flashback, Joel takes Ellie to the Wyoming Museum of Science and History to celebrate her 16th birthday. Both Joel and Ellie have a ton of fun inside the museum, and you can even find this exact hat in the museum and place it on the dinosaurs, much to Joel's amusement. It's possible that we'll see this scene in a later episode, or maybe it's just a cute little reference for fans of the game.
Hey, Joel,
Ellie.
don't you dare take it off. My birthday, my rules.
Eta James.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Put it on, stupid.
Why?
Because it's fun. And this music sucks.
Another Ellie bedroom detail, another poster. We told you it had a lot of good Easter eggs. Just as Ellie opens the door, you can see a black and white poster on her wall, just beside the desk. This is a poster of Eta James, a legendary R&B artist who had a number of hits in the 60s. In 1968, James released I Got You Babe, a cover of Sonny and Cher's iconic single. This is the song that Ellie and Riley dance to in Left Behind while wearing their masks in the Halloween store. It looks like Ellie is still honoring her late best friend.
I got you, baby.
I got you, baby.
Dead Zombie Joel.
You stupid old man. You don't get to rush this.
The episode doesn't take long to remind you that Joel died. It immediately opens with the fiery aftermath of the Battle of Jackson, with a huge pile of dead zombies laid out in front of the burning settlement. The first zombie we see is in the exact same positioning that Joel was in when he died, complete with his head turned to the left and his left hand resting in front of his face.
Joel, get up. Joel, get up!
We don't know if the show is making some kind of connection between the two or if it's just a macabre reference to Joel's death. Either way, it was one heck of a way to open the episode.
End it.
Joel, get up. Please.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Joel is off the credits.
Give Sarah my love.
All right, HBO, you sick so-and-sos, we see you. Not only did they kill Joel off, but they completely removed him from the opening credits. Before, we saw the figures of Joel and Ellie growing from the fungus, a beautiful little representation of their relationship. But the credits were changed for this episode, and the Joel figure is now gone. Ellie is all by herself, her father figure dead, and forced to go it alone. To make matters even worse, they removed Pedro Pascal's name from the opening credits. You know, because it didn't already hurt enough.
How are you doing?
Fine.
If you say it that fast, it kind of implies you're not.
Did you spot anything that we missed? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, I miss him. He meant a lot to me. So, yeah, upset and sad.